I'm unmarketable, my career is unstartable, but when I swing my swords, they're all choppable. I feel unstoppable when I stop and take stock, and if you listen to dumb pop and a lot of whack radio rock, it's like a high voltage shock to your whole system, or your instinct, cause the money train went right through you and missed him. Came and enlisted him in the midst of his visit with him, told him two worlds to collide in a catastrophic cataclysm like, let's get weird. We're just in a small series, we on some other shit. You know we all.
Yeah, hey Oleg, how's it going? Ace of Hogan, good to see you. Sage Paw, I did all this stuff. I already talked to you guys and had a whole conversation without anybody here. So my name's Ron. I'm with Pawsitive Vybe. This is, we're on now, right? Yeah. This is DiscDog.Live, Throwing Thursday. So we're gonna do some throwing. I have some stuff on the agenda. I'm open to take requests. So yeah, let's do this. Let's cut this music. All right. Switch to a little more comfy camera. So how's everybody doing? Ooh, Ace of Hogan can call in. That'll be exciting. Well, we'll ruin this one. Let's save that for a little later, Ace of Hogan. I'm super stoked to do that, but we haven't actually had a test of that worked. So let's save that till a little later. Sydney, good to see you. Hi, Sydney. I will give you guys a link to call in. We can do an interview mode, which is pretty sweet. But I have had some issues with it, so it'll be a little troubleshooting if we wind up doing that. So Sydney's here, local girl, getting ready to do our bike club thing. Anyone doing bike club? If you're doing bike club, hit me with a big man. If you're doing bike club, big man, type big man. I'm doing bike club. Wednesday evenings are best for bike club. I think Wednesday evenings are best for bike club. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, that'll be great. So we have Wednesday afternoon cookie class, patrons only cookie class. And then from there, that'll be over about 5, right? And yeah, that'll be perfect. We'll roll right into bike club. And it's summer, so we have till later. So I'll get a booking thing up for the events, so you can prepay if you want, and I'll get us registered with Bike Club. For those of you guys who don't know, Bike Club is a super awesome team up-dog, disc-dog contest where you play several games throughout it's kind of like a quarter, or 4 weeks. And you play a different game each week, and your team is playing against other teams. So we're Bike Club St. Louis, right? We might be Bike Club Union. That might change, guys. I'm digging this Union place. That's where we live now. We will compete against all of the people in the world. We could compete against the St. Petersburg friendly disc dogs. Pat Watercutty, what's up? You are awake to watch, and you friended Restream. So if you go to this link, chat.restream.io/FB, you can get your name from Facebook. You have to like or follow or whatever the hell. You have to connect yourself with Restream in order to have your name come through. Hey Jenny, how are you? Hello to Kentucky. We had a really good time there a couple weeks ago. Lake Barkley was amazing. The cabins, if you guys are ever going to stay in Lake Barkley, definitely do the cabins. They're super nice. La and I won a Greedy International Finals Championship. Pretty awesome. A GIF. Can we make that a thing? I think we should make that a thing for Updog. We should call the finals like an acronym. And for Greedy, it would be a GIF. For Frizzagility, it would be a FIF. Anyway, silly. Who cares? So Jenny, nice to see you. Pat, super awesome. So today I'm gonna do, yeah, that was a big one. I was super stoked. And it was interesting. I was tied with Steve Chassie, with Drink, right, with Steven Jackson. And La and I didn't do very well. We spent like 45 seconds on the first zone, right? Maybe the first zone and the first throw or two of the second zone. We really had trouble. And so I just automatically thought we lost the tiebreaker. I mean, it's Steve, first of all, and we struggled. And what I didn't realize is that La caught them all. I just threw shitty. So we actually won the tiebreaker. It was a super pleasant surprise. I was getting up for second place, and they called Steve's name, and I was like, what? It was awesome. So thanks a bunch. No, April won't be streaming it. She's judging it. So I'm sure somebody will stream it. But yeah, April is in Atlanta. She's judging the Incredible Dog Challenge with Lourdes Edlins. Jack Faley is going to be there amongst other players. I just know Jack is going to be there because I talked to him. So that's pretty exciting. Big day for disc doggers around here. Yep. So today we're going to do some throwing. It's Throwing Thursday, so Thursday nights for the show is going to be a throwing gig. And so I figured we would do brushes. So the plan here is to do foot brush, hand brush, principles of brushing, what is a brush, mid-air correction, blah, blah, blah. We'll probably do some fidgets and whatnot too. So that's the plan. You guys, I do have the ability to see you guys via chat. So like if I'm out here working, I hear the ding, and I'll be attending to that as best I can. You know, I'm going to try and show you guys something and run chat. And my ADD will definitely kick in. Also, I have King is out and Epi is out. I have 2 dogs out right now. They may or may not stay out. I plan on, if I have to do something with King, I plan on putting him on that red tether board over there. So he hasn't been tethered, at least not by us. And tethering is really awesome because it localizes the dog as if they're in a crate in space without the walls of the crate around. And I think it's a really nice skill for dogs to have for general socialization, and in particular as a reinforcer for chilling on the sidelines and waiting your turn. So that's what's going to happen. If you guys have any questions or want to chime in, want something in particular covered, if I miss something, just let me know. Cool? All right. So here we go. So brushes. Brushes are also called mid-air corrections. All right, they're called Macs, M-A-C. So you mac a disc, you give it a mid-air correction. Up, up. Epi. Oh, you know what, Epi? How about over here? Epi. Up, up. Yes, chill. I'll make Epi stay there. That'll be good for him. King, go do dog stuff. So we'll see what happens with King. So a brush is a mid-air correction, okay? It gets the name brush because you kind of brush it, right? You accentuate this. You know what? Come here, King. Good man. Come on, handsome. Whoa. Chill. All right. Whoa, does that seem exciting? Excuse me, Epi. Excuse me. Up, up. Get up there. No, up, up. Come on. Yes, chill. I'll put him on that so as not to make him work too hard. He'll probably come off of the pedestals more readily than the ball, but whatever. So a brush is a mid-air correction. You kind of brush it so the disc is spinning, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to accentuate the spin by brushing it. And that's a brush. So I'll show you a couple more. That's a brush, right? That's a brush. That's a brush. Right? 3, 2, 1. So a brush is a midair correction. It is an accentuation of the spin. Whoa, dude. Excuse me. Get up there. Dude. Epi, come on. Come on. Thank you. Be good. I don't want to have to put you away. Don't want to have to put you away. So, let's see. No, just call in later in the stream, Ace of Hogan. Yep. I just want to get some good stuff done, and then when we're out of stuff to do, we can ruin everything by breaking the stream, right? Yeah, cool. So you accentuate the spin. We have the disc going clockwise, right? Good job, Ron. It's going clockwise. I'm going to make it spin more clockwise, right? So I'm going to take the spin that exists and I'm going to accentuate it, right? There is a recipe on brushes, right? There's a recipe. It's 3-part spin to 1-part push, okay? So you have, so you have, can you guys see the logo there? All right, let's see. Can you see that? Oh, Epi, what are you doing? I see you. All right, so I think you guys should be able to see, well, whatever. Funny. Excuse me. Epi, in and in. Yep, good man. It's kind of funny. I don't know why he's creeped out. Although they both get a little creeped out when I throw in here because it doesn't include them, and they feel, I don't know, like they don't know what they should do, which is why I kind of gave him a job to do. So anyway, we have a recipe for brushes. It's 3-part spin to 1-part push. So this is spinning clockwise, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it 3 times as much to the side as I do forward, right? So I want to skim it. I want to brush it, right? You can see that it's not spinning at all. And there it spins. So I want to accentuate the spin. If I hit it flat, if my recipe is a 1-to-1, 1-part push to 1-part spin, right? What'll happen is the disc will knuckleball out there. So I want to accentuate the spin. I want to go across on the side, not directly forward. That's 1-to-1. That's brushing. Get in there. Come on. Come on. All right. So that 3-to-1 ratio, if you do that with any disc that is in the air, in the direction it's spinning, you will perform a mid-air correction, and that disc will continue to move. If your partner throws a disc and you have to kind of turn around and it's hovering right there, you can brush it and chase it and have fun and giggle like a little girl as you do so. It's super awesome. So we have this ratio. The real critical thing, the only critical thing for this is the serve, okay? If the serve, that right there, is perfect, right? It's really easy to brush that disc, right? Super easy. If the serve is over there, I gotta move. If the serve is, well, you can do it with no spin. But if the serve is shitty, you're really in trouble, right? So what you want to get is you want to get this nice, easy, like horizontal hover toss, a vault toss. You can do a low-high if you want, right? You can do a low-high. My low-high tends to be real flat, though. So I kind of just do this little horizontal hover thing. And once it's in there, I put it right there, and then I strike it from right to left. That's it. And yeah, that's totally it. Let's see. I'm going to hit that, Pat. That's the whole, we got to fucking slow down, kid. Why don't you do something super aggressive and crazy before you figure out how to do the brush, right? So Pat asks, what's the secret to get a good foot brush? You know, just go right, cut right to the chase, get right to it, right? It's a serve. It's the serve, right? Everyone's problem is that remember when you're a kid and you were gonna kick a football, right? And you were going to kick the football, and you threw the football up, and then you tried to kick it, right? You threw it way up there, and then you tried to kick it. By the way, those were two fucking spectacular kicks, right? That disc is wobbling and doing all this crazy shit, right? So that serve is not likely to be good. It's not likely to be in the same place. It's not likely to be easily read by us, okay? So the key to the foot brush, Pat and everybody else, is the serve. So what you want to do is you want to start at like 12 o'clock. Let's do the other camera here, maybe that'll work. You want to start at like 12 o'clock, right? With the wing up a little. And you'll turn it to 3 o'clock and drop the disc. So notice where it is, and notice every one of them is going to be there, right? 12 o'clock, boom. And I'm not looking, I'm orienting myself over there. It doesn't matter. Every one of those was highly precise in the same place. Contrast that with that. Right? I'm sorry. Contrast what I just did with something like that, right? And you can totally foot brush. I should be a little further away. You can totally foot brush from there. Oh. Boom, right? But it requires this huge read. Yeah? So if I just take it from 12 o'clock, turn it to 3 o'clock and drop it, and accentuate the spin, that's the secret to the foot brush, right? And then once you've got the ability to strike it at a 3-to-1 ratio, accentuating the spin 3 times as much as you push it forward, well then you start to throw at a target, right? So we're talking about a brush and a foot brush, right? If you have thrown a brush at a target, type easy cheetah, right? Type easy cheetah. I don't think many people have thrown a brush at a target. Usually, you know, you brush it and it goes in the direction the dog is going, right? You can't be precise nor accurate with a throw if you do not declare a target. The end. That's fact, right? So as soon as I declare a target, my precision and accuracy gets much higher. You saw me pretty close to these targets here, right? The 1, 2, and the 3 on the net with the brushes. I haven't done much work on brushes in a really long time, right? But as soon as I addressed the target, it wasn't but 1 or 2 reps, and I was like zeroing in on precision and accuracy. So another secret to get a good foot brush, Pat, is to work to a target. As soon as you get the skill, put it on a target. And we're going to talk about multiple targets here. I have 3 targets. I have target number 1, target number 2, target number 3. I'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. I'll take it, right? It was right on the 1. It was on the 1 vertically. 2. Right? Let me grab another disc. I need 6. This is not okay. Not feeling okay. And then 3. Whoa, missed that one, right? So just putting this, and I'm going to do a couple reps of this, so you guys just chill out. Feel free to chime in and tell me what's what or ask about something. But I'm just going to do a couple reps and see if we don't see this tighten up and clean up. I'll go 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, I'll take it. It was on the height. 1. 3, 2, and 1. Right? So I'll do one more. I'm feeling really not okay with 5 discs. It's so funny. It makes me laugh. What do we got? Who's chiming in here? Again, targeting with your crazy throws, super important. Yep, brushes are super awesome. They're super fun to work on, especially when it's windy. Right? When it's super windy, it's pretty awesome to go out there and mess around with brushes. So I'm going to do one more of these. I'm going to do, ooh, I got a tongue out. I'll put it in the hole and it won't go in. Got to put the tongue away. So one additional thing before I wrap up on the hand brush. The multiple targets. So on each of these, when I go from 3 and then I go to 2, I have to kind of reset myself. I have to read the situation, right? So I throw to 3 and then I go, okay, now I throw to 2. Okay, now I throw to 1. That moment of okay, right? That reset is a reading of the situation. When you practice that, it's called random practice. Or it's random practice in relation to block practice. It isn't really random practice. But you're getting kind of in-game situation where you read. So each time I switch targets, I set. So I go to 1, right? And now I have to reset, refigure out, there's 2, right? And then I go to 3. I have to reset, figure out where it is, and then I go to 3. And then I go to 1 after I reread, and then I go to 2, and then I go to 3, right? And so each time on that skill, I read the situation. That is very similar to an in-person, in-game situation, right? So if I just, let's take number 1. I make my read, I hit, and I don't do anything but hit, right? All I'm doing is hitting at 1. It's really funny, super funny. I can't believe that. I think I'm going to totally have that result anytime I blindly throw at the... let me do this with a backhand just so I can demonstrate it, because it is a really important thing. I don't want it to be about my fucking weird shit with with needing to read before doing my thing. So I'm gonna throw the first. If I throw 1, I have to reread. I go to 2. I have to reread. I go to 3. I have to reread. I go to 1. To reread, I go to 2, and then I go to 3, right? So in doing that, each time I had to read the situation. So I'm practicing figuring out how to deliver that target, right? And that is super important. How often is your dog where they're supposed to be when you're playing Frisbee with them? Exactly where they're supposed to be. The answer is fucking never, right? They're just never there. They're always somehow a little off and a little weird, and you go, oh, what's that? Right? And then the moment's gone and you're in trouble. If you have great experience at reading, you go, hey, look, my dog is like not quite where he's supposed to be. That's cool. I see where he's going. Let's deal with this, right? So when I just throw at number 2, right? I throw at number 2, and then I just throw at number 2. There's no read, right? That's just a mechanical skill. We don't need that. You know what I mean? We need a tiny bit of that. That's where we start for like 10 minutes. And as soon as we can do something approaching that, then we read, plan what we're going to do, and do. Read, plan, do. And that in-game type situation is what's going to make you competent as a decision maker while you're throwing to your dog. Hopefully that makes sense. So, you guys following me so far? How far away are my targets? My target is, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is about 6 yards, 5.5 yards, the apex. I can make this brush throw condition dependent 35 yards. I can make a foot brush 25 to 35 yards, right? Yeah, the wind it's a great thing for the wind. I can't stress it enough. It's so much better going out there and like kicking the fucking disc around and brushing it around, and you know, you hit it and it goes 20 feet in the air and takes off and lands in the next county. It's like super fun. And that is very valuable for your mental game when it gets windy. When it gets windy, I'm much more likely to win in 5-mile-an-hour winds than on a calm day, let me tell you. And that's pretty awesome. When it gets windy, I get pretty confident. My game doesn't change much at all when it gets windy. And having competence and experience enjoying the wind is pretty sweet. What was Oleg's question? Yes and no. Yes and no. Okay. The brush imparts the spin. Okay. So you can do an essentially zero spin and accentuate the spin, right? You can even do this way, right? You see that it's spinning clock, and you can brush it counter. You can counter that movement, right? So when you hit it, it's just like a body roll. When you do a body roll, you don't need to do any speed on the body roll. All you have to do is make sure that it hits that part of your arm. So this throw here will have no spin on it, and it's going to body roll quite nicely because the body makes it happen. This throw is going to spin not much. This throw will spin not much. The brush will accentuate the spin. So you don't have to have a super amount of spin on it in order to brush it. The faster it's spinning, the easier it is to brush, the sharper the movement out of your hand, the better it flies, right? But there is a give and take between having a good serve in terms of where it is. Like, it does me no good if I get it spinning 1,000,000 miles an hour and it's 5 meters away, right? Or I get it spinning super duper fast and it's over here instead of where I'm trying to foot brush it, right? There's a happy medium between big spin and good placement when it comes to the serve for the brush. So that is a terrific question. I'll be happy to go further on that if you guys would like a little more on that. Hopefully that answered the question. Go ahead and let me know, and I'll do one more of these brushes, hand brush, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do my 1, 2, 3 targeting with the foot brush, and I'll go through the foot brush instruction after that. Cool? All right. So hand brush, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. 1, ooh, I'll take it. Oh, we need to hit on that. 2, 3. 1, shit. 2, 3, right? So with this, number 1, right? There's a horizontal component to it, and there's a vertical component to it, right? So that vertical goes from the top of the, to the moon, right? Straight through this to the ground, all the way to China, true to ground, right? So it's a vertical axis that goes up. This horizontal just continues on, right? So if I'm throwing here and I hit down there, I'm gonna call that like not too terribly bad. I mean, it's a brush, I'm on camera, I have no wind to hold the disc up, right? I'm wearing KT tape, I can't lift my arms over my head, right? Like, I got problems. That's pretty nice. I like the fact that it was on the vertical. When you're doing particularly difficult throws, right? Take your positives where you can get them, right? Gosh, that's a bummer. I don't know why it's doing that. My studio's breaking. Let's see, where was I? Oh, you guys can't even see that it's messed up. So, where was I, guys? The correct camera's on? Yeah, I think the correct camera's on. Yeah, the net is not necessary to have this net. What is necessary is to have multiple targets, the vertical and horizontal axis. So if I'm throwing it 2, right? I'm going to 2 and I hit 1. That was on the horizontal of 2. I'm gonna take that. That's okay. I mean, it would have been way better if I put it in 2, right? That would have been way better. But, you know, if I throw in at 2 and I put it in 1, same height, right? I'm throwing at 3 and I hit the skills thing in the center, right? Right up, oh, come on, Ron. Right? Both of those were right in line with the center. I'm taking that. That's cool. I'm good with that. That is really, really important. We would do that for our dog, right? If we were training our dog and it were difficult, something were hard, and you know, they were trying to get here and they wound up here. I mean, it's the same height and everything. Geez Louise, and it wasn't even that far away. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna mark and reinforce that. We need to do that for ourselves. So while I'm doing these foot brushes, right, I'm going to kind of do that. I'm gonna mark, if I hit, I'm gonna mark myself. If I hit, and I would just do this silently, I probably wouldn't actually say yes, but because you're here with me and not in my head, I will speak rather than do it mentally. But I'm going to mark if I'm on the line around it, And I'm also gonna kind of give maybe a good, like a good marker if I'm on one of the horizontal or vertical lines, right? So I'm gonna go foot brush to 1, foot brush to 2, get in there. Shit, both of those were yeses, by the way. Foot brush to 3, yes, I'll take that. Foot brush to 1, yes. Foot brush to 2. Bad shit didn't happen, right? It was on the same height, I'll take that, that's cool. Foot brush to 3, get in there, right? And that was kind of close, I'll take that, right? So 6 of them, 4 of them were totally markable, really well placed. Hell yeah, that was awesome. All right, and I'll go ahead and do that again. I'll see if I can mark it. I don't normally, I just say it's awesome to myself. I'll go 3, 2, 1. See, I'll take that right on that side. It's important. I was 50% correct. That shit didn't happen. 3, almost on the right height, you know, better than nothing. 2, good. 1. No, I was arcing over there, I'll take it, right? So put your foot brush, put your difficult throws, as soon as you get them, to a target, alternate that target, and mark and reinforce when you get a piece of the puzzle right. I could just as easily do this with an air bounce. So I'll air bounce to 3, I'll air bounce to 2, I'll air bounce to 1, right? Air bounce to 3, to 2, to 1, right? Now, let's say that my air bounce isn't very good and it doesn't bounce, right? I'm going to read plan do on each of these numbers while I'm making this throw. And then I'm going to mark if the disc bounces or when the disc bounces, right? So I'll go 3, yes. 2, yes. 1. Ah, that's a bummer. 3, yes. 2, yes. 1, yes. And what you're going to find out, guys, is as soon as you start marking and isolating the things that you're doing well, particularly things that are necessary or that you don't naturally do well, your performance bumps up, right? You get much better. So we can mark the flight trajectory, the placement, the load. We could do a whole bunch of stuff, right? It isn't just about hitting the target, right? The read is super important. You could place your emphasis on your read and imagine your dog going there. All right, blah, blah, blah. Enough of that. We'll hit on a shit ton of that stuff. So, yeah, foot brush. What we're going to do is you're going to start at 12 o'clock. Let me see. Where can I get a good camera for this? 2, 3. Here. Maybe. Maybe. Ooh, look at that logo shot. Yeah, that'll work. So, right from here, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to start at 12 o'clock. I'm going to turn it to 3 o'clock, right? And I'm just going to turn it and drop it, right? And I'm just going to get a tiny bit of spin. I'm going to turn it this way so hopefully you can see the logo. It's not a lot of spin, right? What I'm sacrificing for spin, do you see that they're all on top of each other? It's going to be really easy for my old fat old man ass to like try and kick that disc because they're all in the same place, right? Really, really important. The serve is everything here. So we'll start here. You'll drop it, a quarter turn, boom. And then from outside in, you'll, like the can, do, right? the first move of the can-can, you're brushing it, right? You're not kicking it, you're brushing it. You point your toe down, and you hit it with the vertical part of your foot. Right there, vertical part of your foot. Right? And that thing was spinning like crazy. The kick or the brush starts outside. The brush starts outside and comes across. So this is here, right? Wait. Yeah. Right, so you can see that, right? So I'm going to brush that there. Boom. If I kick it forward, I'll knock it over, right? If I kick it that way, I'll just brush it a little bit. So it's from the outside into the center. We drop directly here. Boom. It's from the outside in. And the toe points down. I'll take that one. I accentuated the spin. Right? If I were there, I would hold the disc and have you like lean on my shoulder, right? Stand here like this on my shoulder, and I would hold the disc right there, and you would hold here, and I would just have you brush it. And what you would do first of all is you would fucking boot the shit out of it. You would kick it in the center, right? Ah! Forward. And then I would help you to go across to accentuate the spin, right? Across to accentuate the spin. But I'm not there. I don't know how to get it to be held in a good kickable space. So do your best to drop from 3 o'clock or from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock directly to the center and accentuate the spin. All right? What do we got? Any questions? Does it matter? Yes and no. Does it matter where you kick it on your foot? If going through your chat here. Does it matter where on your foot as long as you have proper movement? Yes and no. The middle of your foot where you're, it hits, same place it hits on a brush, actually, okay? So on a brush, you have your hand here, the disc is spinning, right? The brush hits on a vertical surface of the hand. And you want something meaty that isn't gonna hurt, right? So that winds up being the palm of your hand right there. You hit right there, it spins, it doesn't hurt, it's awesome. Every once in a while, you might need some touch, or you might need to go on the outside, at which point in time you're gonna use your fingers. Hear it? Right? You'll use your fingers. Sometimes you'll do something like this and do it like vertical this way, right? Draw this back, boom, and pop that way. And you'll hit it vertical. What is key is that it's vertical and it doesn't hurt, right? When you don't do this barefoot, man, or if you do it barefoot, be super careful. It really hurts. You wanna drop it on this part of your shoe, right there. Right? The foot should, disc is spinning here, right? The foot should come from the outside and hit it about right there and make it spin, right? And the foot should drive through vertically, just like the hand drives through vertically, right? We're going from back here, I throw it up, the hand drives through vertically. And that's going to ensure that I'm able to brush it, right? Yeah, so you'll want to, Alicia, you'll want to make sure that you hit it down here on your hand. So here's the thing. When you kick it on the outside here, right? When you get it really good right there, it's butter. It's like the sweet spot on a bat. You don't even feel it. It's awesome. But if you kick that son of a bitch right there, oh my gosh, I did 4 or 5 of them while I was out here. And it hurts, man. And if you do it barefoot, oh my gosh, you will like not dig it. So that is accentuated in a one-to-one situation, right? And it usually happens when you're ripping the disc, Oleg, when you spin the disc super fast so you can do the thing. Make it, I'm gonna, do it into the wind 25 yards. I'm gonna do the thing. And the serve isn't in the perfect spot. And you take a mighty whack at it, crack, and you hit right there. And it really hurts. Don't do it barefoot, and be careful with big discs. Ideally, it hits on the outside and it brushes, not one-to-one, right? Like you can see the disc spin here, right? You see it? So when I hit it, it spins. If I hit it, if I kick it, it knuckleballs. Right? And if you kick it like that, that shit hurts, man. That shit hurts. So I'm going to do a couple reps of trying to target this. And you guys pop off some questions. I'm going to do some throwing. Part of this is to get me in shape throwing-wise. I want to be able to share this stuff with all of you guys for sure. But a big part of it for me is trying to just get myself in shape and get things working, right? So I'm going to foot brush. Hey, hot stuff, you got to go outside. Come on, Pan. Come on, big mama. Come on, Pan. You can go. Go, go, go. Go suck, suck. All right. So foot brush. Yes, if you do it barefoot, you will totally do it right. Or you won't do it again. Yeah. You don't have to be disabused of that too many times to learn your lesson. All right, so I'm going to go 2, 1, 3. So I'll take that 1. And I'll take that 2 on pretty much both of them. Wow, I'm really dumping it in there, aren't I? Yeah, and the 2. Right? So let me get a couple reps of this. Also, take some time to get your groove, right? It's not unlike writing or any other kind of creative work, right? If you get interrupted, then you wind up having to take some time to get started again. So I should be all over these targets. Like it should be super obvious which ones I'm going for. And I just haven't gotten my groove yet. Yeah, those things didn't happen. What's up, King-a-ling? All right. What do we got? Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Yeah. Ooh, I'm going to do one more foot brush, and then I'm going to do Tasmac. All right, here we go. Bingo. Bingo. Oh, almost. I'll take it, though. That was right at the right height and depth. So I've cracked that spot on my foot like 3 times in this round, and I'm completely gun shy. Get in there. All right. And now 1 round of Tasmax. And then I'll take a break and we'll talk. I have to say, talking and moving, 4, 5, 6, kind of a tough skill. So Tasmac, between the legs, spinning hand brush. I'm going to go to 1 to 2 to 3. That was 1. I'm going to go to 2. Woo! Go to 3. And go to 1. I'll go to 2. This surface is so fast. And I'll go to 3. Oh, almost. Right? Pretty awesome. Whew. It's rough. All right. So brushes, brushes, brushes. What do we got? Ben, what's up? Good to see ya. So pretty impressive aim. Yeah, not bad. I should hit that shit. Oh man, my knees. Holy cow. Holy cow. The surface here is super fast, so it's pretty difficult. But aim pretty good. You'd be surprised what happens when you actually aim, right? We don't do that. So cool. Well, listen, I'm gonna play a Memeroll real quick so I can catch my breath. Let's see. How about number 6? See you in a sec. And we're back. Awesome. Hey, all you guys stayed through the break. That's super cool. Super excited. So brushes, let's talk about them. Any questions, anything you guys want to hit on? Anything you noticed about that session, right? Other than the fact that somebody was throwing brushes at a target, right? Like, you know, you don't see that very often. You know, we play catch with them sometimes, but that's about as big as our target gets, right? Soon as you hone in on a target that's this big, you get much closer to this kind of precision. If you have this target here that's this big and this one over here that's the same size, and you alternate between them, now you get to read targets and try to place them in a very small space. as soon as you start to do that, you get better at it and you learn things, right? Yeah, I love the Memeroll. Wait till all the photos come in from UpDiff and some of the events for this year. I'll be shooting a bunch. Pretty excited. All right. So yeah, what do we got? What do we want to chat about? Anything? Flamingo throws. What are some throws that are particularly hard? Right? That you struggle with. Anyone? So I was working the flamingo here. Mine. You know what? I'm gonna work the Flamingitis actually. I'm gonna work Flamingo Flamingitis. There are a couple of difficult throws. I could use the assistance with them. Epi, in and in. In and in. I could use the practice. I've done a tiny bit of work on the flamingo, meaning I've thrown it a few times. Come on, King. Right here. Come on, handsome. Yep, yep. And this is terrific for King to be out with frisbees flying and to not have, like, when he's completely free, he's all sketched out because he doesn't know what he should do. And I think the tether makes it really easy for him to be like, okay, I'm just out of circulation. So, yeah, well, does it fly like a wounded duck? Those are a couple of good questions, actually. Let's hit on those before I move in that. So do you need to train your dog what the airbrush throw is so they don't get too close and in the way? I give a weight cue to Epi. I've taught him that to make this flip so it spins in my hand first and then I pop it. So he has to wait for that to load and then to trigger. You can do something like that. It doesn't take too many times for them to realize that this is to you, right? Especially if you just go and place your cookie, Alicia, right? So my dog is in front of me and I go to brush and he bum rushes the disc, and because he's over here, I brush it real soft so he might have a chance to get it, right? If I do that, I'm not helping the dog, right? So what I would do if my dog were there and he were pressuring me, I would actually brush the disc where I want to brush it, right? And him running at the disc this way would be like ineffective, a pain in his ass. And then he'd go, oh, you know, I should probably watch. At least he's going to whack that shit way out there after she throws it like that. And then you can take that and move that into other tricks that require that load. So this thing for me, that flip, boom, that flip right there, boom, right? Or this one, right? Both of those, Epi knows to chill until it comes out of my hand. So that's a really good question. They should know it. It's not too hard to teach. If you are teaching it, don't try to help them. Put it where you want, they'll figure it out. So when the disc just dies 5 feet in front of me, it's because the hand or foot made contact perpendicular to the disc, meaning a push rather than an accentuation of the spin, I think is what you're saying, Ben. Question is, does it do it like a dead duck? Does it not spin? So if it doesn't spin and it only goes a little ways, or it kind of dies completely or won't fly in the wind, you have too much push and not enough spin. I actually really like, so we'll do this and someone will have a really good one. I'll hold it there, right? I'll hold it there and they'll kick it and it'll be awesome. And then they'll do one here where they barely spin it. Did you see it? I just barely, that's the one I want. If I have a history of putting the boot to it, right? Putting the boot to it, das Boot, and I happen to graze it and do that shitty little, that's awesome. I love that. Do more of that. it'll extend, right? So if it's flying out like a dead duck, you are kicking it 1-to-1. If it dies out there like, unlike a Frisbee, you're probably pushing it too much rather than accentuating the spin. Good questions. All right. No, Pan is the black and white dog that's in the Memeroll. She actually is, she's like 434 years old. She was born in like 1642. I'm just kidding. We don't know how old she is. She's been around quite some time though. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Flamingo and Flamingitis. Anyone know what a Flamingitis is? Anyone know how to explain it? It's pretty cool trick, and it will be. It should be quite comical watching me try and adjust the placement. So Flamingo, I'm gonna throw. I'll go 1, then 2, then 3. 1, I'll take that. 2, 3, 1. Watch out, see? I will take that. That was on the one side. Fuck yeah, woohoo! Right? I'll take it. I need it because I was struggling, probably because I'm freaking dizzy, but I need that success because I'm struggling, because I'm not kicking ass, right? And that was like the only one that I really threw, right? Like I threw that one. That one would have went a long way outside. I'm gonna do one more Flamingo. Watch out. 3. Come on, Ron. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I'll take those. Right? So again, woo, dizzy. As I work through this, as long as I'm not getting my ass kicked, right? The second half of that round worked pretty well. As long as I'm not getting my ass kicked, I'm good. If this were totally kicking my ass, I'd do something else. But I want to get a rhythm going, and I want to get things working. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do the Flamingitis. So Flamingitis is a sidearm with the right hand behind the left leg. There. Right? And it's a pretty funky throw. When you're doing the Flamingo and the Flamingitis, when you're upside down, right? Or you're backwards. Up is down. Here's a good one. Right? That throw there, that's up. That's down. No, see, that's up. That's down. And when I set it, I know it's the other way. Right? When you're upside down, crooked, or backwards, up is down and down is up. And it isn't true, but that's what it feels like. You're just always wrong. So the Flamingitis is a very finicky throw to adjust the angle of. I tend to throw it as a roller unless I throw a two-handed left-hander. Here, I'll show you. So if I throw a two-handed left-handed Flamingitis, all right, stack them in my left hand, stack them in my left hand, I'll throw it to 3. Boom. Right, just so they came off nice and flat. When I go for the Flamingitis here, that was beautiful. I'm just as likely to jerk that to a roller, right? So I'm going to go ahead and throw 6 of these, 3, 2, 1, or 1, 2, 3, I think. I'll go 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to take a break, and we can talk about Flamingo, Flamingitis, and trying to place things on the net and placement in general. And then we'll finish up with some extracurricular brushes. So I'm going to throw to 1 with the Flamingitis. It's awesome. You know what? I have never thrown at a target with this throw. I completely, when I lined up for this, I was like, you know, I've never done this before. And all the trouble that I've had, all the complaining about how up is down and down is up and you just don't know how to place it. I've never fucking thrown at a target with it. It's kind of typical, actually. So I'll throw it to the 2. Boom. And I'll take that. It was on that side. I'll throw it to the 3. Boom. I'll throw it to the 1. Boom. Throw it to the 2. Boom. I'll take it. Totally take it. And I'll throw it to the 3. Boom. That's awesome. That's amazing. Super funny. So those of you guys who are in class, by the way, we do shit like this 3 times a week. We do a cookie class. We do a Disc Kwon-Do class. Those of you guys who are in class, you guys know that, oh, I forgot what I was going to say. It was really important too. Oh, well. It was really important. Maybe I'll remember. Okay. Oh, yeah. I can't remember. Oh, well. Too bad. Somebody should pay more attention. So, selecting a target. Oh, I know what it was. So those of you guys who are in class with me know that my goal as a dog trainer is to, the way that I see improvement is in the reduction of my hypocrisy, right? And I see this in life as well, you know, being wise, doing the things that you're supposed to do, right? Immediately taking the appropriate measures and doing what I know is going to work, and not resorting to some Band-Aid or bailing out because this dog doesn't do that kind of thing, right? So my goal is to reduce my hypocrisy, and I just got my ass handed to me. I've been complaining about this throw and throwing it shitty and only being able to throw it with a 2-handed, left-handed version of it for fucking 10 years. And I come to demonstrate like how throwing at a target is awesome and an important part of it, and I haven't thrown this at a target. It's terrible. It's completely terrible. And I'm now one step closer to reducing my hypocrisy and improving as a trainer. So pretty awesome. I'll take it. Flamingitis throw. It's a sidearm. All you do is, what's a good angle here? All you do is stand on your throwing leg. I'm sorry, your non-throwing leg. Lift your throwing leg and throw behind that. And it just cracks right on the knee pit, right there, right? So it'll just crack. I'll throw it 1. Oh, no, really, hang on. Oh, I do have 6. I'll throw it 1, crack, right? I'll throw it 2, crack. I'll throw it 3, bang, and I'm done. All right. So, what do we got? Those are all terrible, Ace of Hogan. Thank you, though. What do we got? Anybody have anything? I got a couple of extracurricular brushes. Maybe I'll go over the points again, but you guys got to help me out, man. I'm not, it's not a dissertation. Whoa, Pan. What are you doing, you little savage? What's up, Kingaling? How are you, handsome? So yeah, if you see Pan with her big white face, right? Her whole face is white. She's that little black and white dog on the Memeroll. Jazz throw. Ooh, I got one. I'll show you not the jazz throw, but I'll show you something super fucking cool, Ben. That is the jazz throw, or that's based on the jazz throw. I'll do a jazz served brush, and I'll throw a jazz to myself. And I might not be able to do it without any wind, but I'll try. It'll be worth a try. Pretty neat thing, actually. So what else we got? Anybody? Come on, sound off. What do we got? Hopefully you guys are catching the importance of the read, of the kind of changing of the target. The fact that you want to, hey dude, there we go. The fact that you want to get loaded up, figure out what you're doing, do the thing, and then reset. That reset, when that's budgeted in to your throwing process, you're in much better shape to multitask, right? If that is not budgeted in, if you're literally taking a target and pounding that target, backhand, I see it, yep, I got it, I've read it, and then bang, 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 bang. You're really selling yourself short. You're not getting the practice of reading and then delivering. So Jacob Gadassi at USCDN a couple of years ago, he was hanging out, super awesome player, young player, super creative, really good player. He was working on like that little kind of air bouncy sidearm that Kosuke throws, that real kind of pokey, real low to the ground thing. It's a fucking badass throw, right? But Jacob was talking about how much better the top shelf Japanese throwers were than he was. And in some ways he was correct. In other ways he wasn't, right? So when Jacob throws, Jacob reads his dog, figures the dog's line, and makes a throw to the dog on the line. The Japanese throw to a spot out there and the dog goes and gets it, right? And they put it out there. And they put it in a great spot, but they don't have the extra burden of reading the dog and trying to put it in the dog's line, right? It's just not the way that they play. They have their dogs run everything down. He was out. I told him exactly that. You know, it's different type of throwing. It isn't that. It's harder to make the read and make the throw than it is to just make the throw, is what I was saying, right? And you should be giving yourself some credit for that, because that's a big part of it, right? So the next day, we're out in the field, and he's warming up behind the goalpost. If you've been at the USCDN finals, you know where I'm talking about. Right behind Linda's tent, behind the flags. And he's making this beautiful, just perfect sidearm toss, that low, poppy, bouncy thing. I'd do it, but I'd probably tear my shoulder off, and I wouldn't look very cool doing it. But it was really, really flashy, and he was throwing it perfect, right? He was throwing it right down the 15-yard line, like if you see this line here, man, right down that line. Go ahead and kind of throwing it right down the line. And I walked up. We'll throw a couple down the line. I don't even remember how the throw goes. But throwing it to the 3, right? And he's throwing it right down the line, right? Bang. Just beautiful, perfect every time. Chest high down the line. And he's throwing it, and I walk into the line and I say, okay, right here. And he threw 4 rollers in a row, right? Just the idea that he had to hit a target while he was doing the cool thing completely broke him and prompted 3 or 4 rollers in a row. Like he didn't even get the throw out of his hand. He was throwing it beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. Hit this target, dude. And it was me standing there like this, you know? That's not a hard target at 15 yards, right? And he proceeded to roller it. And the reason that happened is because he had been focusing on the throw so much that he never had to read to make the throw, right? And so he focuses on the throw, and then he's presented the opportunity to make the throw, but he's got to read first. You're like, oh, fuck. Ooh, I hope I hit it. No, it's not the same skill you've been drilling and practicing, right? So I remember that really, really vividly. It was a huge illustration of how important it is to read, right? To understand that you have to read and know where you're going to put it, right? And then to have the same type of practice, to have like in-game situations, right? Let's see. Let's go on. Let's get on to the additional, the extracurricular brushes and whatnot. So, and then we'll get out of here, guys. I really appreciate everybody being here. We are doing it live every Thursday. We'll be throwing Thursday. We have a couple of other days I have planned, but we got classes. Support the show on Patreon, patreon.com/pvybe. That's what we're doing. So I only have 5. I don't like 5. I need 6. All right. Extracurricular brushes. So if, yeah, we will right after that. Yep, we totally will, Ace of Hogan. So right after, if you're throwing under the leg for a brush, right? If you're throwing under the, hang on, you ready? Jazz throw, boom. I need wind. Boom. Boom. If I had a little wind, I would be dropping that right there. And if I had a little wind, I would be brushing it too. So in order for that to work, I have to drive it up into the wind so it gets sticky. But I can drive it up into the wind and it'll sit there and I can brush it. It's kind of cool. Let me see if I can do it. Right? Can't quite. Anyway. That's a fun one, Ben. If you've got the brush working, try and throw it and catch it. It's kind of fun. So, yeah, me too. Me too. So the brush, we have accentuating the spin, right? Okay, so if I get it spinning and I want to kick it and have it come back up. There you go. We'll just do this for shits and giggles and see if it works. It's kind of a cool one. And you guys can laugh, and then let me do it. So I'm going to mac these 3. I'm going to brush these 3. I'm going to catch 2. I'm going to foot brush the 3rd into the juggle. Oh, one more try. Having a hard time getting them set to start. They're not separating very well. Oh, that right there. Did you see it come up all wonky? Right? That is a foot brush you can do. You can get it spinning, right? And accentuate the spin and bring it back up. Really paying, the instep of my foot is gonna be completely screaming. Here we go, come on now. So, have it spinning. We can kick it back up. There, I'm gun shy. Maybe I should change my shoes. There it is. Right? And I can brush that up back into the juggle. And it doesn't look like I'm gonna do it. And actually, you know what? I am gonna change my shoes real quick. Just for, for peace of mind. Well, maybe I won't. I think some little bastard took my shoe. Who took my shoe, Pan? There it is over there. One of you little bastards took my shoe. All right. I would really like to do this. It's a super cool move. All right, we'll give this a try. Maybe my feet won't. Like, I'm in a little bit of pain there. So I'll try the Mac Juggle again, because this is the extracurricular brush stuff, man. Again, I'm gonna brush these 3, catch 2, foot brush 1 up into the juggle. No, I won't. Thunk, thunk, thunk. And all of those are too pushy, but I'm not nearly as scared with this, with these shoes. There it is. And again, I'm trying to accentuate the spin, not necessarily just trying to put a boot on it, right? Accentuating the spin. That's a pretty sweet one. And you can do it within the juggle. Do 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 do, right? Come on, Ron. Come on, Ron. Do 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 do. Come on. Oh, king. All right. So that's kind of a cool one. You can do it to a flip if you want. It's kind of hard. Your dog would have to fly in at you on a real aggressive angle. Another one that I like is to spin it, let it hit the ground, and then pop it up. Come on, Ron. Almost. It's terrible. These are all like things from many moons ago, guys. Many, many moons ago. If you meet it as it hits the ground with your foot, Doc, it will pop straight back up. And I don't know why it's not bouncing. I bet you it's just out on the grass, this comes like right back up to your face, right? It's kind of a cool thing, right? So yep, you just hit, and then as it hits the ground, you stuff your foot under it. It's almost like if you played volleyball, it's like missing a pancake. Oh, come on. I'm certain it's the rubber here. I think they're grippy. Yeah, okay. So who's seen the reverse roller I do? Anyone? That's a 1,000,000-mile-an-hour reverse roller. That would roll a long time. So I'll show you in the grass sometime. It's not working because it's sticking on the ground. Let's see. All right. So there's a couple of that weightless fidget, throwing it up and spinning it in your hand, right? You can probably hear it. You hear it spinning, right? So with that, we can brush from that. As it's spinning, we hold here and just drop the hand down, and then it's not really a brush, but it is a brush. So we're here and we let it down and then we brush it. Boom, pow. Boom, pow. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I'll try a couple more of those. Just try and put them into some kind of precision and accuracy thing. Kind of showing my ass with all this old stuff, but who cares? I'm a pretty decent thrower sometimes. So get it spinning. It spins in the middle finger. We beat it to the top. And if we beat it to the top, it spins. If it comes down, it stops spinning right away. So you want to beat it to the top, and then as it's spinning, we drop the hand and then brush. And I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. All right? So I'm going to do one more. Again, you should notice that as I stay kind of in flow working this, that my precision and accuracy tightens up. If I stop and hit this chat here, 3, 2, 1, and lose my groove, I'm going to have to reset 2, 1, this flow that I got, as if I were writing or doing any other kind of creative endeavor. All right, I'm going to do one more of these, and then I'll show you another little brush move out of, 2 more brush moves out of the that little weightless move. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Watch out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, getting closer. Right? Ooh, really important. The goal of putting all of these in the hole every time is not going to happen anytime soon. Right? Very frequently, our goals that we have are, for the time being, unachievable. Right? Completely unachievable. But putting ourselves on the trajectory to the goal is always achievable. Always. So within this, those brushes, or I don't even know what you call it, that weightless drift, sweep, I don't know what you call it. They weren't perfect, right? But the trajectory was better, right? And as long as that's going in that direction, I'm cool. As soon as I plateau, I'm looking for ways to get going back up in that direction. The goal gets in the way of that, guys, right? We're not going to have the goal for a long time. Handstand. Goal in a handstand, unless you're Abby Klein, is, way down the road, right? Much better to get the trajectory that's going to put you closer and closer and closer, ever closer to the handstand. So that weightless thing that we let it fall and drift, we can also tilt and lift, right? Come on now. All right, boom, 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 lift. And what I've got going on here is it's spinning. I'm touching it. What's a good look? I'm touching it. Yeah, that'll work. Right there, right? And then I'm lifting. I'm turning and lifting. So I let it spin right there, and then I turn and lift. Right? And it's right there on that finger. Whoop. Lift. Right? And from there, I can go to pancake. I could go to brush. Go to FootBrush. Right? I don't know, you could do whatever. Boom, right? It's kind of a nice one. And it looks really nice to go boom, pow, bang. Boom, pow, bang. Looks cool, right? So I call that a weightless lift. Again, this fidget here is the only useful fidget. It's the only one that has uses because it's your backhand spin. That right there is that right there, right? This movement here, so I threw it slightly to the right. I did that. Did you see it move slightly to the right? That's what I did on that throw. If I keep it, if I rip this and I keep it in this channel right there, that was great. That was going right down the line. Right down the line again. If I throw it and it tilts right, or it shoots off left, or shoots, it's funny, right? Then I know I've gone to the right or left. So this here is the same as throwing 2, 3. Right there. Bang, bang. Exactly the same. We get 1,000,000 reps. 1,000,000 reps. And we get to feel it. We get to have this tactile thing with it. All right. So, All right. So, I like to pull the brush towards me, right? So starting out here and pulling it back, really like that load, right? So I'm starting way out here, boom, and I pull it back towards me. Boom, pow. And I deliver from, you can deliver from the hip if I want, boom, pow. Kind of like that, rather than, putting it up there and chasing it. Brush, brush, brush. What else we got in brushes? I'm going to skip dishes and such. I do want to do the juggle, though. Hang on. I want to do this. Pisses me off. Oh, I can do it this way. Boom, pow, boom, boom, boom. Right? Boom. Hey. Right. King. We did it. All right. So, chat, call from Ace of Hogan, and then we're done. Ready? Boom, 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 boom. Come on. All right. So what do we got, chat? All right. Totally epic. All right. Anybody have anything they wanna hit on? No? All right. All right. So, Ace of Hogan, let me turn on the interview. That was fun, right? Wasn't bad. It's funny. I got to brush it. Couldn't throw it. So, all right, let's do this interview thing. So, Ace of Hogan, and anybody else who wants to call in, I have several interview spots. We can do several interview spots. Just give me 1 second to pull up the interview window, and I'll pop a link in the chat. You just hit that link, and then interview. Where the fuck is it? There it is. All right. Oh, come on now. Oh gosh. I still don't know where my cursor is ever. Like, I have no idea where. I've been moving my cursor for like 20 seconds. I have no idea where it is. All right, so here's the link. You guys can call in, and then we'll try and put you on. You'll come in the green room. Oh no. Apple died with Steve Jobs. Apple died with Steve Jobs. I got a bunch of really cool music and overlays and all kinds of crazy shit. It's gonna be fun, guys. Super exciting. Hopefully you guys have had a good time, gotten some decent information on throwing. Oh, look. All right. Gotcha. Gracie, guest is in the green room. All right. And you are muted right now. And the word on the street is that the audio is doubling up for the interviewee. So, other than that, I don't know. Had one crack at this with the last setup. So, Ace of Hogan, you need to turn on your mic. You're muted somehow. I can see a hat and a yellow shirt, but you've not jumped in or something. I don't know. You're kind of grayed out. So I don't know what the, assigned a placeholder. Guest number 1. There we go. Hey, there we go. I just have to assign a placeholder. Awesome. So your audio, are you doing it through the speakers?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sweet.
Awesome. So audio sorted itself? You're not hearing doubled up?
No, it's fine.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and bring you in. So I'm gonna bring you in on the right. Nope, on the left.
Okay.
There you are. Awesome. Woo.
All right.
How cool is that?
Wow, man. It's been
Nice
so
to meet
long
you.
since I can be on here.
Right? Super cool.
I know, right? Wow.
All right. Mark's here
I'll show
too.
I'll show you my border collie. Jackson, come here. Come here, buddy.
All right. Jackson.
Come here.
Let me see. Assign guest number 2. Wow, he's handsome. He is
Isn't he
handsome.
big?
Yeah.
Look how big he is.
How much
he's a
does he
big
weigh?
boy. 43 pounds.
Okay.
He'll be 10 months soon. So
Yeah.
He's
That's
going to
exciting.
get big.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
See if I can get it on here.
There we go. Mark is in the green room. He's guest number 2. So I'm going to add Mark to the left. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
How are you?
Great.
Yeah? Super cool, man. How's it going up there? Do you have doubled up audio, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like Ace of Hogan was able to skip that somehow. I don't know how.
I don't know. I
can shut my audio off. I don't want to interfere. I just want to hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you calling in, and definitely hook up with me. I want to talk to you about the patrons camp thing we got going. And then I didn't know you were the chocolate guy, dude. How did I not know that?
The chocolate. He didn't know you.
Oh yeah, you didn't know I was a chocolate dude?
No, dude, no. And somebody mentioned the chocolate dude, and I was like, wow, that motherfucker rocks, right? Like, I love that. And then I saw it on Facebook. Like, I have a 3-scroll rule on Facebook. I'm allowed to get on, answer anything, and then 3 scrolls.
Oh.
And Mark Smith as the chocolate guy was in the 3 scrolls. So.
Yeah, I'm the Willy Wonka of the DiscDog world.
Right? That's awesome, man.
That's what Dina said.
It's super, super cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that, and I also wanted to talk to you about what we got going on here in just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm muted,
Cool.
so it's backfeeding terrible. So.
All right. I'm sorry, man. We'll figure it out. Give me a shot whenever we can do that off the air and get that taken care of. I would appreciate that.
Will do.
Good to see you, Mark. Have a good one.
Yep, you too, man.
See ya.
So Ron, I'll show you this move that Jackson does.
Oh, is that your screen share? Okay, hang on. I want to see the move that Jackson does. Let me just get a proper. There we go. Easy, cheetah. Chill, king. Chill. All right. So I'll add you. Here we go. Let's see the move that Jackson does. Actually, you know what? I'll give you the floor, Ace of Hogan. It's all you.
All right. Right. Hang on. Let me back this up a little bit. Like, this is good, okay?
Yeah, back it up.
All right, let's move this over. I'm trying to, okay. All right. Ready?
What? Yeah, look at that baby dog cat. That's awesome.
I'll show you this one. But if I can get more air on it. Come here. Ready?
Nice.
We've got that one going on pretty well, but hang on, I'll show you here. I'll show you the sequence we've got going on here with the disc.
All right, let's see it.
All right, so you can see good, can't you? Let's see.
Yeah.
Pretty good angle. There we go. All right. So we've got, shoot, man. Hang on, I need it. There we go. That's better. All right. Let's see if we got this here. Ready? Here. Sit. You didn't catch it all the way, but
you are super broken up when you're moving. I don't know if I don't know if it's my internet. Hang on, let me shut down some of my internet shit. It might be my internet trying to bring you in. Hang on. I can get rid of Safari. I can get rid of Skype. All right. Go ahead. Try it again. Hopefully my internet will hold up. Give it a shot.
All right. Here. All right. Sit. Wait.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So John Masita used to. So Ben Rimby just did a similar dog catch, right? And John Masita used to do that back in the day, back in the late 90s. And Brian Lamke, so Brian Lamke would do here. He would stand here, right?
Yeah.
And he'd look. Oh, wait. He'd stand here, right? And he'd look. And he'd look. And dog catch, right?
Hey.
And it was really cool, right? So he did the dog catch from the mouth take. And
Yeah.
John Masita did I don't know how he held it, little tiny toss out of the mouth, bang, dog catch with turbo.
Yeah.
That's a real that's a throwback to like 1996. Yeah.
That's epic.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's super cool. It's super cool.
So-
So that's exciting.
I'll show you. We do like the leg weaves and then like a spin catch. I'll see if I can get this on a good angle here. If you can see.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah. So that surface, be really careful on that surface. Lateral movement on that surface is scary, right?
Yeah.
And then in your
Here, bud.
when you're moving him, intermittently or as a process, through, boom, hold, through, boom, hold, right? And you don't have to do it all the time, but you have to get, so right now, that kind of flying in dog catch you do can only, I'm going to guess, it can only be done after he twists in a particular fashion, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't want to be pigeonholed and corralled into having to do that particular thing right before it, because you're going to wind up with a big reverse leg vault and be like, man, if I could just dog catch out of that. And then you'll be like, nope, I got to do this dumb fucking spin, right? And it'll be okay. It'll be okay, but it won't be awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it won't be that. It won't be what you want, right? So intermittently stop him in the weave and stop him after the twist. And he'll get really good at boom, what are we doing? Boom, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that'll be really nice. And when you do go and not stop, he'll be right on track. And then he'll be with you. Right? Another thing that happens with what you got going on is that right now it's kind of a good pace, yeah? But as you do it and you do other things and he gets bigger, faster, and stronger, and it'll get more and more like a freight train that's out of control.
Yeah.
Right? So
I can see that.
Yeah, be careful with that. Put good stops in, through, wait, yeah, good, twist, yes, wait, dog catch, awesome. And then, through, twist, dog catch. Just make sure that you have some of that in there. That will get away from you really quick, and reining in, that's how you create a ballistic collie. Right? That's how you create a ballistic collie that just friggin' goes. And getting a handle on that is not nearly as easy as easing them into proper connection, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. It's so awesome, though.
Let me try that again on camera and see what you think. Maybe
I'll
do the stops and see what.
Yeah, and you don't have to
do
stop
that.
on every one, but give a stop, and you'll have a pregnant pause, and he'll be like, ooh, he'll be excited.
All right. So I'll do the stopping while he weaves. And then do the dog catch.
Do a full weave. So do boop boop, wait, boop boop, wait, and then twist, wait, dog catch.
Okay, let me
Because
do
that's
that.
what it was, right? It was 2 weaves,
Yeah.
twist, dog catch, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, all right,
That was
let's do
it.
it.
All right, let me move these doggos here. It's making a bit of a racket. All right. All right, you ready? See?
Yeah. Yep. So that was awesome, and he responded really well to that. Okay.
I saw that.
Yeah, and so because he responded really well to that, you're obviously doing some of that, right? But throw
Yeah.
that in there as a check and as a
Okay.
an exercise, and then you will have no problem going full speed, and you'll have more control and on the spinning dog catch, right? On the spinning dog
Yeah.
catch, your trigger for the dog to go, right?
Okay.
Is your shoulder turn, right? It's
Yeah.
the first thing that happens, and that right there happens, and it takes about 3/4 of a second or a second for you to finish, and the disc is there. He's going on that trigger, and that's a given, right? What's happening right now with your through, or weave, twist, dog catch, right, is that there's no discrete trigger in it. It's all just happening.
Yeah.
And so
That's true.
right now, it's a good connection. But as you, like, let's say your style develops and changes a little bit and you don't move exactly the same in the future. Let's say you're wearing boots instead of tennis shoes, right? Now all of a sudden the timing's off. If you don't have good triggers and the ability to throttle the dog down and have him work through you,
Yeah.
you're in trouble, yeah. And you will develop and change. So just keep that in mind. It's super awesome, super cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Let me show you if I can get 3 discs. I'm working on juggling then him catching it
Uh-huh.
at the same time.
Okay.
So let me go I'll grab the pup discs. These are kind of big right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab
Do
the
it.
pup disc in my
Do
closet
it.
and then I'll show you the juggle catches and see how he does.
Do it. Let's see it. Ace of Hogan's a creative monster, eh? Pretty awesome. Pretty cool. She's super, super nice. If you can get her on a live stream of yours, man, she'll definitely make you feel better about yourself. Super, super complimentary and thoughtful. All right, let's see it. I'm gonna turn the floor over to you.
All right. Wait. Almost. Come here. Yes. Yes. Okay. Wait. Sit. Wait. Yes.
That's awesome. Check this out. I got something for you.
All right.
And for all the rest of you guys who want to juggle, there's this nice little kind of movement that happens when you're juggling, and it's kind of important with discs. It's not really important with balls, but with discs, the spin is critical, right? And it's kind of a funky spin. It's in a plane as well. Like I think bowling pins, because of the weight on one end, they stay in their plane. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with
Good job.
boom. So when we're juggling, when you catch, you want to let it drop and boom, right? So when you catch, like let it be like a rubber band, right? So you have 1, 2, boom, pow, 2, 1. 1, 2, elastic, 1, 2, 1. So this is 1, this is 2, right? 1, 2, 2, 1. And that 1, 2, this 2, 1, that elastic catch right there, how it never stops, it just has that kind of bounce down there, right? If you can do that, 1, 2, 2, 1, and you can do 1, 2, sorry. If you can do 2, 1, boom, and you can do it on the one side as well. You can do it with a single disc here, and on each rep, it just bounces back up. So you practice catching, letting it droop, and setting that wing on each one. And that's going to really help align that wing and give you the flexibility when you're juggling. If you go to juggle, you wind up poking, right, and not spinning. But if you have this down there where it lands each time, and after each one, it droops, whoop, 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 right? And you're moving like that. When you have it, it's very, very smooth to have it bounce down there. So try that.
So
try and add that. And hang on. It will be easier with the big discs.
Oh.
It will be easier with the big discs because they have bigger diameter. They'll hold their centripetal force better. So
okay, so let me do the small discs and then I'll get the big discs and show you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's see how that goes. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep. So be slow, right? Be really slow and and loose, right? The
All right.
real floppy at the bottom. Just be loose. Don't rush. You got all the time in the world. There you go. There you go. Yep. And those of you guys watching, you can see the freight train start rolling down the tracks. So check this out. Let's do, I only have, no, we'll do this one. So, so try and stay on the rhythm.
Okay, let me go get that.
Hang on. So I would fuck around with that, Ace of Hogan.
Okay.
I'll find a rhythm here. Yeah, and then hit the beats and mess around and play around and enjoy that. Like, don't beat the shit out of the juggle, right? Beat the shit out of the game.
Yeah.
So here, let's pick another. I'll pick another song here, maybe. Find to do. What is it?
You've got to make a playlist of these songs. They're jams.
Right? Yeah, they're not bad. They're all right. What is it called? Oh well, can't find it. I don't know where they're at. Oh, I'm getting closer. Here we go. I don't want to do that. There we go. That'll work. So yeah, guys, I would totally recommend, if you're juggling, to bust that out. and mess around with that, with trying to hit a rhythm. Do, 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 do.
Just like this.
Ooh, I got one for that. Oh, that's cool. Right?
We're both jumping at the same time. It's like a collab together.
Yeah, it's just silly, right? Silly fun.
Me and you need to start our own circus together.
Do. There would be lots of drops in that circus. So this juggle here is really, the lower you are, the harder it is, right? So something down here is really pretty challenging. And you can go horizontal as well. All right, Ace of Hogan. What is your actual name?
Gracie.
Gracie, awesome. So Gracie,
Yeah.
pleasure to meet you. Finally.
Dude, it was great.
Yeah, super awesome. Call in pretty much anytime. I'll get you on the show.
All right.
Love to do stuff with your guy. What's your guy's name?
Jackson.
Jackson. Oh,
Yeah.
there's some weight to that name. Oh. Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna close down the show, and super awesome. Thanks a bunch for hanging out. And anytime we'll do this. Sound good?
Well, this has been great. I've honestly had a blast. You know how
Super cool.
I always love the live streams, everything.
Right. Yeah.
The
yeah,
studio, everything's just perfect.
Sweet.
Everything's
I had
spot on.
I had fun as well. It was nice catching a bit of your vibe and your energy. Super awesome. I'm excited. Where are you at? Where are you at, Gracie?
Oh, we're all the way down in South Carolina.
Where at? Are you with that So Fetch, or are you like totally independent down there?
I'm with family and stuff. I'm
Okay.
living with
Well,
parents.
do you know that So Fetch down there? Do you know those guys? There's a club down there. I think they might be Southern North Carolina or Northern South Carolina, one of those.
Me and Jackson, we do the Southeast Disc Dog.
Okay.
Southeast Disc Dog group with like Dean and Jim and Rick. We go to their events.
Yeah, super
so-
awesome.
Yeah. But I mean, hopefully I'll be able to travel at all different places and go to all the different events.
Right? Do all the things. Do all the
Yeah,
things. It'll happen.
I'm still young, man. I'm still
Right.
young, only 17.
Super awesome. Super
Yeah,
awesome.
so-
Good time. Good time for that. You should jump on the Updog bus as sharply as you can and play those games to build your skills as well as earn points. But listen,
need
Gracie,
to.
I'm gonna jet. I am going. Yeah, super fun, right? Sage Paw. I agree. I totally agree. But yeah, I'm gonna jet. I'm gonna close things down, and we'll put this in the books. If any of you guys
right, man.
watch, if any of you guys watch this, if you watch it, and if you want to jot down the time stamps, like if any of you guys watch, any guys watching or who watch it frequently, if you jot down timestamps, that would be helpful. I usually get through about half of it, and then I'm like, fuck this, I'm done. Like I can't watch it for 2 hours after I've done it. So, but yeah, and then I'm gonna probably need some moderation help as well. So you guys who are here, we'll start trying to slide you into moderation role, and you guys can give me shit and keep me on point and keep people from being bad in chat. Cool?
All right, man. Well, I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, super cool. Nice to meet you, Gracie. I'm excited
nice
for
meeting
you.
you.
Yeah, I'm excited for you and Jackson. It looks like you're gonna have cool things happen. So we'll talk to you soon. I'm gonna try and figure out where
Most of the ideas are from you.
Yay! It's super cool. It's super cool. So
Yeah.
Gosh darn it, where the hell? I don't know where my interview frame went. Interview chat, so we can chat here, but I can't find my I added a third. There it is. I added a third monitor, and I am just completely freaking lost. I have no idea where I'm at. All right, so Gracie, we'll see you soon, and
All right, Ron.
take care. All right.
You too.
See ya. All right. Yeah, we'll do that, Amber. I think Throwing Thursday is going to be pretty cool, actually. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So started out with brushes and hit on some juggle stuff. Fingers crossed. Oh, look, all my lights are still on. Yeah, I'm calling it, guys. Memeroll to play us out. I'm going to go down like, first of all, let's do Patron Credits. This is a little old, so you'll have to forgive me. I haven't been on the old whatchamacallit editor in a while. But shout out to our patrons. Super, super awesome that we have that support. It's worth putting out video and not getting a shit ton of views and not whoring myself on social media and I can do cool stuff, and the people who care are going to watch it. So that's awesome. I really appreciate it, guys. So Memeroll, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, and then we'll work some dogs. Memeroll, number 7. New one's coming. See ya. Savage Epi. Hey, thank you, Gracie. Super awesome. Pretty cool, guys. Polka. Be sure to catch the Incredible Dog Challenge. April will be judging down there. Cheer for Jack. Cheer for Jack. Yep. Super cool. Guys, later. I'm going to let this play out. Subscribe to the channel. Hook up with us on Patreon. Hook up with us on the website. Do it. We're going to be doing cool stuff. Check you later.